Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Chase and today we are going to talk about the greatest comeback of stand-up comedy of Ellen DeGeneres.
I never made it, but I know what it takes. I'm motivated by a mix of emotion. Got my statement and I'm reading it slow so I can understand it fully. Appreciate my standing, go out of this world and right on time.
So guys who don't know about Ellen DeGeneres, she is American comedian, TV host, actress, writer, producer and also LGBT activist. She started doing stand-up comedy at the age of 23 in 1980s. Like every other comedian, she also started performing in pubs and bars. In the place like that, as you know, guys are drunk and it's very easy to experiment your jokes. In 1986, she got her big break when she was invited to the Tonight Show of Johnny Carson, and after that she was the only female comedian who was invited to Johnny Carson's show. And after that she was a regular performer in all the chat shows or talk shows in America. And she has a very different style of doing comedy. She cracks small jokes on various topics and not just to storytelling. But yeah, there are some short stories, but it's not like in a flow that 1 hour show or 45-minute show is complete a big story. And talking about gelling with people, she goes from 0 to 60 just like that. She doesn't have to take efforts to make people laugh. She does effortless comedy. The last stand-up special that Ellen performed was in 2003, that was Here and Now, and after that it was a long 15 years break. In this 15-year break, she was doing her TV show, that is the Ellen DeGeneres Show, which is a very popular show, it's still running. And after that 15 years gap, she made a comeback with the show called Relatable.
A friend of mine was at my house and I told him I'm going to do stand-up again. And he said, really? And I said, yeah, I was hoping for more of a really? And he said, well, do you think you're still relatable? Just then, Batu, my butler, stepped into the library. A few years ago, I started ending my show by saying, be kind to one another. But here's the downside. I can never do anything unkind, ever. I shouldn't even have a horn in my car. Like, if someone cuts me off in a dangerous way, if I honk, they're like, Ellen?
Sometimes
I lost my sitcom when I came out, and it took 3 years for me to get back on television. There was this one station manager that said, no one's going to watch a lesbian during the day. And I said, well, they weren't watching me at night. What time of day is good for a lesbian? I have an issue with all the emotional support animals that people are flying with now. You're walking down the aisle to your seat, which is 10B or whatever it is. It's like Noah's Ark. There's a woman with a ferret. There's a man with a mongoose. There's a lady with a donkey. I say 10B. Does a plane go back that far? I've never been back there.
Talking about the content of this show, by the beginning of 5 to 10 minutes, you can make out she's very confident and very experienced stand-up comedian. She also talks about the difficult time she had when she declared that she was gay, that she lost her sitcom, and she said that everyone wanted her manager, her PR agent, her producer, but she had to do what she had to do. That's why people love Ellen DeGeneres. In very funny way, she talks about her depression that she went through at the time when she declared about her sexuality, and it was a hard time for the people who were related to her, who also earned money because of her. Relatable is not just about herself, it's also about the observational comedy that you see, the trademark of Ellen DeGeneres, which is her strong point. And the best part of the show, which I liked the most, was the dancing done by Ellen DeGeneres. Yes, the dancing was not just 1 or 2 steps, it was a great segment which she performed her dance on her favorite song. ultimately by end of the show, she offers the same message of hope, kindness and generosity what she always does in her shows. Talking about my overview of this show, it is very well sharply, very well crafted show for Ellen DeGeneres comeback. But yes, as I said earlier, 70% of the show is very funny. You will find many jokes which are relatable to you and very hilarious. But yes, there are flaws in the shows where Ellen DeGeneres is struggling to find laughter on her jokes. She waits for audience to laugh, but there is no reaction. So there were some bad moments also, guys. But yes, there is a lot to learn from Ellen DeGeneres. Even how she handled those flaws. Even she is self-aware on the stage that her joke didn't work and how she handles those parts. So it's very great thing to learn from her as well. Talking about the review of Ellen DeGeneres Relatable show, on Rotten Tomato is 92% and on IMDb it is 6.6 out of 10. Well, about talking about my rating, it would be about 8 out of 10 because yes, I found 70 to 80% the show was very funny and 20% she was struggling to make people laugh. So that's all from my end, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe, like the video and add your comments in this video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.